All right. Ooh, I don't like how close it is. All right. There we go. And I'm live. I'm going to get to watching. Okay. Well, how is everybody? Hopefully, you guys join in with an exception. Hopefully, you all join and enjoy the live. Hey, there's one.
Dude, it's about time.
Well, listen, we've been busy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Right.
And not the good kind of busy, the busy that like nobody wants to do.
Taxes.
Taxes, no.
Start early so I can go to bed. Dude, that was like an hour ago.
Yeah,
We were working out.
you told us to go live early. We're live early.
Kind of.
Hey, Colleen, how are you? Tonight's live is nothing more than just relax. Well, it's more or less just relax because I've had pretty beat up week.
Beat up week, huh?
Not exactly what I would call a stellar week, but I'm here. I'm alive. Could be a lot worse.
Hey, did you see that you got called out on my channel
On your channel?
to a race? Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah, you want? I can show you the comment. Hold on.
One sec. I'm gonna grab me a 2-liter so I can drink something. I'm thirsty.
All right, you do that.
There's Fire and Rescue Maintenance LLC. So I got two different drinks. Should I go with the Fago grape or lemon twist?
I don't know. Probably grape.
It's a good choice.
Here, check your Facebook messages.
You called me out to a race. I'll put you at a minimum 60 foot and I'll drag the sled. I love money. Well, here's the deal. I will do it if it's his car that he put together.
Yeah.
I mean, all of his. I'm kind of glad you're on. What do you guys think of LS heads as a cheap upgrade for a 351 Windsor?
I have a lot to say on that. So if you want to go first, that's fine. But I
do too. I don't have any experience with it, but I know that aluminum heads for a 351 and 302s are not cheap.
Nope, not cheap.
So the other thing is, I don't know how much it would cost to exactly put one on a 351 Windsor. If someone got me that cost, I could tell you whether it's worth it or not. Yeah.
Well, okay. Define put on.
I won't. Sorry, anyway.
Define put on.
Like running and driving down the road.
Okay. Well, they bolt right on.
Right, but like
with no modification.
Push rods and
I mean, yeah, you'd have to get push rods. Would have to be custom length. That's not.
What about your valve train? Is it the right? Will it
work?
work?
Kicker right there. You gotta get a custom. You gotta get a billet cam.
Okay, so what's one of those costs for a 351?
Yeah, like $1,000.
So no.
Like anything you're saving on the head purchase.
Right.
I mean, you might come out a little bit ahead because you can get a set of heads for like $50 for an LS, right? But after push rods, after the cam, and you got to figure out an intake because unless you shave a quarter of an inch off the deck of a 351 to make the LS intake fit, it's not going to fit. So you need a custom intake.
Well, here's the way I look at that. You can buy a cheap, I mean, we're not talking boosted application, just NA running down the road.
Yeah.
You can buy an LS intake, one of those fabricated ones, for $200,
Sure.
right? You could cut everything apart and make it fit.
Yeah, you could split it down the middle and then just patch it back together. That'd work fine.
But is it worth that effort? To
Yeah,
me,
probably not. Probably
to
not.
me, no, it's not worth the effort.
It's not.
I mean, you can buy a pretty nice head for what you'd have in all that time and money wise.
Yeah. If like as much as I like doing dumb shit like that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I would just like the cheapest Cleveland heads are like I looked this up the other day. So like you can put Cleveland heads on a 351 Windsor.
I'm not a big Ford guy, so I don't know a whole lot about any.
Yeah,
of the
you
platform.
can. You can put and 351s are like the bee's knees, like the Cleveland stuff. So you can put the Cleveland heads on a Windsor. So that's what I would do. I'd put Cleveland heads on a Windsor, and a cheap set of Cleveland heads are about a $1,200. Like an Elderbrock Cleveland heads are about $1,200. So that's what you're going to spend in a cam right there to do the LS heads.
Right.
So yeah, I'd probably just stick with Ford stuff.
That's where I'm at.
Like they have a word for it. It's like Cleveland and Windsor. I forget what they call them.
What video was DRC referring to?
Oh, it is it's one of my lives. It's the chill night. Let's talk. And it's one of the comments in there.
Mm-hmm. I can do that later. Right.
Yes, Clevelore. The Clevelore.
Who's man boobs?
He doesn't like John Wilburn, so.
Oh, whatever.
No, Dave's fine. I like Dave. I've talked to Dave on the phone multiple times, and while I don't agree with the way they all get along, like they're all adults, they can get along however they want to do, however
Right.
they want to get along. You know, like I have plenty of friends that don't like other friends. Like that's all on them. Right? I can't do nothing about it. So.
Right. I could say this for full-hearted. For some guy that wants to race me, he sure does not have a car that he videos at all.
I don't know. I don't watch the channel, so I can't tell you.
I went on there to look just to see if what he had, because he said on one of his lives that his what was it? His something speaks for itself. His was it not? It wasn't reputation. What? His credentials speak for themselves, and I'm like, what credentials?
Well, fucking race him.
I will. I don't care.
I don't know. I don't know how fast his car is. I think that's that green one. I'm not sure. I don't know how fast it is. But like, I'm sure. With your new engine and a bunch of boost, you'd be fine.
If he puts a budget built motor in it, I'll go head to head with anybody.
No, you can't put stipulations on that. I mean, although it wouldn't be fair if he has like a $20,000 motor up against your junkyard.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have.
That's hardly a race, but like he is willing to like he's willing to like pink all out it and like give you like length on him. So like
I don't want that. I don't want that. That's not fun. That's not fair.
First of all, that is fair because I don't know if you ever watched Pinks, but like it was fair. It's like, oh shit, you beat me by 3 car lengths. Well, I'm gonna give you 2, and we're gonna go head to head again.
Right.
You know?
Well, I love that. I love Pinks all out. I don't like Pinks.
Yeah, I like Pinks.
Next time, make sure Brooke's in the group chat.
Right.
And he goes, I didn't have Brooke's number. Bull crap, I've watched Tucker about 16 times. You have my number.
It's whatever. There's some drama at the house.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to know why you have drama at the house? Because you have a woman living with you. So if she wasn't,
you know what's funny? That's not even where the drama's coming from.
Well, look.
We're the ones that it's about.
What you guys? What do you guys do to stir?
Look, if you really want to know, I would step in a little, but I got like a sports bra on. But anyway, if you really want to know, just ask Jackie Abbott. Jackie Abbott knows all about it.
Jackie Abbott. Is that
Patrick's wife.
yeah.
Mostly old parts and rest. Yeah, that's him. Her. Whichever.
You guys got drama between the two, like between
No. Between in our lives, not between us.
No, like his mom and his dad, and like ask Jackie Abbott because Jackie Abbott knows.
She knows the details of what's going on.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I throwing this away? Or
No,
okay.
absolutely not.
Put up your own. Damn
There's the
stuff.
drama that you're talking about, Ken. She just asked me if she should throw away half of a brand new pizza that we just got tonight.
No, why would you throw away half pizza? You
Look,
put that shit in
not
the
just
fridge.
any pizza. It had to be Shaquille O'Neal's pizza at Papa John's.
Yeah. You put that shit in the fridge, you eat it tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, hello, Twisted Mopar Garage. How are you, buddy?
I don't know, man. All I'm saying, if I were you, I would take the 60 feet, and I would just
Well, here.
fucking.
Let's do a live judgment of what his car will do.
We can, like I said, I don't know which car is his car. I don't know.
That DRC guy. I'm not sure what's about him. We're just gonna.
Like I said, he's a fine guy. He just, I don't know why he hangs around Will. Will's a fucking blowhard.
I'm not saying that he's not a bad person, but like, if you're gonna talk crap, at least put your car out there for everybody to see. Don't be a pansy about it.
I looked at it and like, I don't know, because my YouTube flagged it, so I had to prove it.
Because he's got a lot of videos of other people's cars except his.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not. I have never claimed to be a racer. I'm just a guy that likes to build dumb shit in his garage. Okay, so
I'm the same way. I'm a bracket racer, but I've built a turbo car to have fun.
Yeah.
So this is it.
I think the green car is his. I'm not
The green
like
Duster.
Sure. Yeah, because there it is again. Yeah, I think the green one's his.
Okay, we'll see.
Hey guys, Dave from DRC Racing Garage. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and gals.
Not racing.
It's been a really good day around here. Just wanted to walk around the car, and I got a little something I've been waiting on for a while.
Oh my God!
I got my buddy Wally here. Wally gives me a hand with the.
Okay, so that is not a video of him racing. Is this it, car?
That might be. Yeah. This looks like it is.
That can't be his.
No, that's his.
That.
I'm pretty sure that's his.
If he wants me to race that in my car, he's retarded. Dude's got more money in his fiberglass front end than I got in my whole car.
I mean, that's fair, right? And that's kind of what I was saying, because like,
he needs to realize
like, you gotta compare apples to apples. You can't compare apples to fucking hand grenades,
I'll give you a 60-foot. Yeah, his ET on mine is like nuts, but he's probably got more on that hood scoop than my whole motor's worth.
Probably. Like, I wouldn't doubt it. And here's the other thing, right? Is like, I don't remember the exact context of what you said in that live. I know you said something about like, if the haters want to show up and race, I don't remember the context of it though. I don't remember what you said.
It wasn't pointing out anybody, but they're welcome to join. If you're gonna talk crap, at least back it up.
Right.
And John's already said that he doesn't.
That's kind of the thing, right? When you say stuff like that, you're not talking to the people that do race. You're talking about the people that talk shit and don't race.
Right.
Right. So it's not even really Dave wasn't really like, because he does race. We know that. That's the car, right? But like Mr. Will talks all that shit. He don't fucking race, right? Fucking.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. That ain't his car.
You sure?
PDRA standout Vinny LaRosa in his Outlaw 632 Duster. So.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay, so let's try and find his car. I really
reading comprehension is really important. I will say that.
Where's his car at? I just want to see his car.
Hey guys, Dave from
More
DRC
progress
Racing
on the
Garage.
car. Is it racing?
Get on here, baddest of the best when it comes to a Mopar engine on my budget.
What do you think that probably is, like 500
But
something?
I'll get the headers.
All I
put
know is
on,
I'm seeing a lot of money,
and they'll just come out here on the side
and it looks like a chassis car.
through the hole there. I'd like to put zoomies on it, but
Quit talking about your
just do
car.
regular headers. To a private test rental or two. But
Well, like I
it's coming
said, dude,
together.
I don't think it would be
I
a
am gonna
fair
get-
race.
And then
Like,
some of the stuff
but-
that I'm just going to put.
I just want to see an ET. That's all I
Well,
want.
hey, now you know as well as I do, like these guys that race a lot never show their times. Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I know, but like we're part of the new generation. We're part of the sloppy mechanics generation. Like we don't keep secrets. We tell everybody how we do everything.
I know some of the fastest guys in the world, and every one of them shows time slips. All the
Yeah.
people, all the pansies that don't show time slips are the no time losers. I hate no time. Hate it.
Is that it right there? Go back down. Is that him on the track right there? That one right
Could
there?
be. It says 2017.
Yeah, this must be. Yeah, this is him, right?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the board and see what it runs.
So it's
What?
620 in 2017. What's it run now? That's.
Yeah, it's probably faster now, right?
I would hope so.
Hey
I mean,
guys, Dave from DRC Racing Garage. Wanted to check in with you guys. It's been a bit while.
like I said, I'm not trying to hate on them, but if you're going to talk a bunch of garbage about people and say that you want to race, you know,
Well, I mean, to be fair, see that's part of my problem with Dave. Like I said, I like Dave, right? But
Yeah.
like,
I don't have
he
anything
doesn't
against them.
really-
Never.
doesn't really talk shit about people except Wilburn, which that's like I said. But
That's a different topic. That's not for
let
me to.
other people talk too much shit when they shouldn't, and it's like, I don't know. It's hard, man.
I think it would be cool if he sprayed that engine. I think it would be close.
I would assume he does spray it, right?
Right.
Shut up, phone.
You will run a 5.0. Well, according to that, it was a 625 without spray, and it's a chassis car.
That was like 7 years ago, though.
Right.
So like, yeah, I agree, right? Like if we would have read the title on that one video.
It's been a long week, and I've not had any alcohol, so.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, like I would race anybody, as long as I'm not gonna like. I mean, if I go up against somebody that I know's just gonna blow my doors off, that's not fun. But if it's close, I'm down.
Right.
You know, and if he's 5/10 faster than me, I'm fine with racing him. But if he's like 3 or 4 seconds faster than me, that's not fun. It's not fun for nobody.
Well, hey, this is what we do, right? We take the front end off your car and make it lighter, right?
Yeah. Well, let's preface this. I wanted to run 8 O's at 4,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Now take weight out.
Right. Really, you should think about saving up the money and having a fiberglass front end built for your car.
I don't need. It's
not
for
to
money.
Not to use all the time. You can keep your heavy shit on,
Well,
or whatever. But like having the option would be nice.
the fenders are not as light as what they should be. Like if I bought fiberglass fenders, I'm not losing a ton of weight. The nose,
Yeah.
and I've got. Okay, so I've been kind of waiting on it because I've heard a lot of bad about the fiberglass parts for my cars from a certain company.
Right. Yeah.
And I wanted real life people that have used it and touched it and put it on their cars opinions on whether it's quality to pay the money for it.
Right.
And I just had another one tell me that and took a picture and everything and showed me all of it. and it's good, and it bolts up like a normal nose would. So
Yeah.
that may happen, just not like right away.
Gotcha.
And they're not that expensive. It's the fact of I don't want to buy garbage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's several companies out there that make the noses, and the shipping and the money spent on the nose is a lot
Yeah.
for me. I mean, I'm not
Right.
Daddy Warbucks or nothing. I'm not rich.
Well, you know what you need to do? You need to take your car down to see Tony and get him to put the car on
The whole diet.
And then once you are the most famous Laguna in the world, these companies should want to give you their product to show off.
I wish.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. I'm like, I want to take weight out a lot, but then I ruin the fact that it's a Laguna.
No, you don't.
Because like I see all these people with cars. Like the other day, I seen a Nova. It's a and I seen the processes of them building it, and it's a tube chassis. They put quarter panels in the rear, in the trunk, and the roof, and and doors on it, and then throw a fiberglass front end on it. That's not a Nova. That's a
but like you can take weight out of your car, like strategically, and it still be the same car. Okay.
Right.
Like I said, them door crash bars are heavy.
They're only about 20 pounds.
That's still 40 pounds, dude.
That's not a lot.
Yes, it is. It adds up, dude. It all adds up.
The driver can drop 40 pounds.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. The point is 40 pounds is 40 pounds.
The driver actually needs to drop 80, almost 100 pounds according to his doctor.
Well, I've been on this meat only diet so all I eat is like eggs and milk and cheese and meat, and I'm down 40 pounds. So it's working pretty well.
Well, I'll have to try it, but like I said, I'm
all of that. Well, Mr. What should I drink? Fago, fucking that shit's bad for you, dude.
But there's nothing that can replace the taste of Fago.
Yeah, well,
I've never had it. I've never had Fago until literally, was that last night? Yeah, she can't hear me. I think it was last night. I look up the shelf. I'm like, what is that? Let's try it. So,
high fructose corn syrup, dude. It's bad for you. Don't drink it.
I'm also supporting the companies I work for, though.
Are you?
Somewhat. I mean, not technically whoever sells it, but the people that make the stuff inside of it.
Right.
Not that it matters. But anyway, as far as weight, I know I can drop weight. Okay, but if I can make the car fast, as heavy as it is, and then drop weight, and see, I like
what intake you running?
Holly Hiram.
Holly Hiram.
So, honestly, when I first put the car together, I really didn't care about performance at all.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and I went, that looks bad to the bone. And I think I saved up 2 paychecks and I'm like, that's what I want right there.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Yeah, put a Trailblazer SS intake on it.
So about that. And this is coming straight from the person that helps me tune the car.
Yeah.
My power limit or level that I want to be at, any of the stock intakes, just throw that out the window.
I don't believe that.
I mean, you're talking 1,200 horse. Now, there's a guy near me.
Yeah, maybe at 1,200 horse, but like you're like.
Well, so there's a guy that I know. He runs a blue Regal, like a 80s Regal. His 5.3 made 1,000 to the wheel. Same dyno that my car's been on.
Right.
And it was on a stock truck intake or Trailblazer. I can't remember. But he's even hitting limitations and stuff. So,
are you on a Terminator X?
Yes, he is.
Am I on what?
Are you on Terminator X?
Yes.
You gonna move up to the HP or the Dominator?
Nope.
You might need to, dude. At that much horsepower, you're gonna need to run another set of injectors.
Yeah. Nice. So, anyways, when you asked me, "Are you on?" She goes, "Crack."
Yes,
And then she put, "Yes, yes, she is." I'm like, "Oh, geez."
Crack cocaine.
So also what's called.
So the Terminator, the only limitation is input outputs. My
Yeah,
injectors are good for like, I think 2,000 horsepower on race gas.
Well, what injectors do you have?
They're Bosch 210s.
Those are not good for 2,000 horsepower. Not on E. Not on
I'm
E.
not running E.
What are you running?
Race gas.
Fuck that, man. You should be on E.
I like race gas. It smells good.
Yeah, you should be on E.
I know I'm goofy, but race gas smells good.
You make more power on E.
Probably, but see, I don't know if you know this or not. Well, that too, but I like putting walls up against myself because the way you get better is you have to gain or get over obstacles, right?
Sure, yeah.
If I just threw every dime I had at every part at every time I could, I'd have so much money in the cart it wouldn't be fun.
Okay, sure.
Putting these walls here and getting creative about it has been the most fun part about the whole car. Scrounging for parts. I mean, most of the cars built with used or secondhand parts, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
So there's not much that's new on it. I mean, the injectors, technically the turbo, it's just rebuilt. It's not really new. The intake, obviously. My valve springs.
Yeah.
The lifters, the cam. But my slicks, my wheels, my transmission, used and abused. I'm at a point where if I start going really fast, it gets really expensive, and then I have to have all the safety equipment, and it'll probably slow down my process of what I want to do. But
yeah, I don't know.
Like, I hope my plan for the car next year, with the way I'm thinking about it and calculating everything, we should be high fives.
Yeah.
Or possibly even mid fives. That's just kind of pushing it for right off the bat. But we'll see. I'd love to see a low 5 in a 4,000-pound car. And what's my favorite thing is when I get close, like when I'm close in ET to people that have lightweight cars and big, powerful engines, it makes me happy because I'm like, hey, look at me. I'm a stupid idiot that has no money and can do exactly what you do for, less. Right. I see people putting big NA motors in these chassis cars to run 590s. It's like, dude, what the hell? Why?
I think that, I don't know, man. You seem like you're doing it the hard way to me.
I am.
Well, stop.
I can't afford to do it the easy way.
Okay, you can too. Because, like, you could be running a 6.2 cheaply. Okay, you could be running a 6.2 pretty cheaply. And I don't know. That's how many more percent is a 6.2 bigger than a 5.3?
Well, the other thing is,
but you'd make that much more horsepower, that percentage more horsepower with a 6.2. Okay, so I don't know why you don't have one.
Because I don't know where to find one.
I mean, you don't know where to find one. I mean, Marketplace is a pretty good place to look. But
then I'm paying, and where I'm at, you're paying $1,200 for any motor that's like the LC9.
What's $1,200 for a 6.2 is not a bad price. You should pay that all day long.
Okay, so I got
Okay, let's stop. What about just getting a 6-liter then? Because you get a 6-liter, you can run the square port heads. And if you could run the square port heads, you're going to be making a lot more fucking power. See, this is not, no, dude,
It's not fun. See?
What do you mean it's not fun? You're like, oh, I'm going to start breaking shit. You're not going to be breaking shit if you're making more horsepower. NA.
Okay, so this is the way I look at it. I'm going to have less than $2,000 in a built motor that's going to be good for 12 to 1700 with depending on tune. I mean, if someone put a crappy tune in it, 1200 would be the max. But if you have a good tuner, like not me per se, but the people that are around me to help me.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, the power limit of an LC9 block is good. There's not much of a limit. And the other thing,
just put a 6-liter in it. Put a 6-liter in it and put your same heads back on it. I have a 6-liter block right now. I paid $200 for it, dude. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, just put a 6-liter in it. I don't know, like, just.
Well, so 6-liter. I have to find a 6-liter aluminum block. That's hard. It's very hard.
Well, yeah.
They're not out there. They're not as much.
I know a guy. Look, I know a guy. I have a guy.
Oh, he got a connection.
Now listen, I don't even know how this man did it, but like he has so many parts direct from GM. He must have he did something for GM. I don't know what he did.
Right.
But he has like LSA. He has like 5 LSA blowers that's up on a shelf.
Well, they probably
like
a lot of times
he has like 100 6-liter blocks just sitting in his shop. Right. Like I could get you one. We could get you one.
They're probably blemishes, which is not bad. That just means that they're not good for sale. People hate that word blemish. They think it means broken and no good. But
just get you a 6-liter, man. And you don't need an aluminum block. Use an iron block.
Okay, now I'm adding in another 100 pounds.
Who cares? You said 40 pounds isn't a lot. Why is 100 pounds a lot? If 40 pounds isn't a lot, then 100 pounds isn't a lot.
Because we're talking about 40 pounds closer to the axle, not 100 pounds up front. So I'm trying to drop weight in the front end. The car doesn't exactly have the best weight bias for what I'm trying to do with it. If we can get the front end, if I could get the front end to travel more and slow the rear end down, that car will 60-foot so hard on stock suspension. Like really hard.
That, like, you're trying to go faster and you're doing it the dumb way, and it's frustrating. Like, just put a 6.2 in it, dude.
Well, so again, that costs money.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost that much money.
You just said $1,200.
Yeah, maybe just for a block. I'm sure you get a block for a lot less.
Okay, so even let's say it was $500.
Sure.
That buys my rods and pistons. Okay,
it means that you need rod, and you can use your same rods. You just need pistons.
If it's Gen 4 pistons, really, 1,500 is like their max, right?
Probably.
Okay, with the rods I'm buying, 2,000 is probably the max.
Yeah, but here's my point: is you're buying rods. The same rods go in the same engine. It's just the pistons are different.
Well, yeah, but I'm buying forged pistons too.
Perfect. So you buy them for 6.2. Perfect. See, it's all working out.
I don't want that big of a cubic inch.
The stroke is the same. Having a bigger bore is the best thing possible because it pulls harder on the heads and it makes the heads work better. The stroke's the same. You're not changing your stroke, dude. It's still going to rev just as fast.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Then what are you worried about?
The price. I'm telling you, 6.2s are expensive. Dude, okay, so it's hard to let's say I don't want to say explain, but it's hard to talk someone into something when they already have what they got. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to throw everything I have out and go buy that.
Why would you have to throw everything you have out? The cam goes in the same block. The rods go in the same block. The crank goes in the same block. The heads bolt on the same block. Everything bolts right to it, my dude.
Well, okay, so I already have an LC9 block. That's 100 pounds lighter.
Well, it wouldn't be 100 pounds lighter than a 6.2 aluminum block.
That now you're talking serious money. Like $1,500 for a 6.2 aluminum block. And I know that because that's exactly what my buddy's doing. Granted, he has more money than me. A lot more.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of low dollar sensors?
Yeah.
It's his brother.
I don't know how you don't have money. You sound like you have a good job. You should be rolling in it.
I wish. No, I have a good job for my age.
You know, most bad jobs don't send their employees overseas to do stuff. Like
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just not.
I made $100,000 a year at my shitty job. They never sent me overseas to do anything.
Wrong place, wrong type of job.
Right.
And you also got to take into consideration, I'm trying to buy a place to stay and live.
Yeah, buying a house.
My budget is like, and like I said, and I tell her every time, like in the next few years, we're gonna have a really nice life.
Yeah.
I mean, because right now she's working part-time. It's a full-time job, but it pays part-time money. And then once she gets her degree and everything, her job will be better. It'll pay better, and we'll be able to do more. Yeah. So, hey, there's Barrows. Doc, if you want to come in, I'm open. No, I'm not open. I'm not open to that, but I'm open. But yeah, like I said, my budget's small because we don't really get to. There's more that we're saving too. There's more that meets the eye.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like you could sell that van and then go buy you a 6.2.
The van's sold.
Oh, good.
So
go buy you a 6.2. See, there you go. Problem solved. Get the money.
Well, I only made $400 off of it.
Oh, well.
Because I don't need, like, okay, this is what I tell everybody when I try to make a buck. I'm not trying to.
Okay, boom, found one right here. 6.2 LS3 block, $800.
Oh, jeez. You're stuck on that 6.2.
You want to go fast.
This
is how you go fast.
Okay, so you're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
Now, point me into the direction that says that 6.2s are what makes a fast car fast.
I'm not okay. I'm not saying.
I'm basing my build on personal experience. People that I've seen do it and accomplish what they want with their motors.
This is why. Okay. 5.3 to 6.2 is a 16.98. So let's say it's a 17% increase in displacement.
Okay.
So that means you're going to be making 17% more power for absolutely free.
Kinda, not really though.
Think about it. How much money do you spend to get increases in power? Right. This is 17% more power. Right.
Theoretical. This is theoretical power. This isn't real power.
It's the increase in displacement. It will pull in 17% more air through them fucking heads than a 5.3 will. It is math. That's all it is.
This is my theory, and I'm sticking to it. An engine or or yes, an engine, I guess that's the correct term for a combustion engine, is nothing more than an air pump.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The problem with what you're talking about is you want more air in. We need to get more air in and more air out quicker.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Bigger displacement, more air that has to be pushed out.
Right.
I don't have that kind of money.
You put square port heads on it.
You guys are back to this. Been going on for 5 days, the same conversation.
Well, so he's trying to get me to buy a 6.2. And
no, I'm just saying, look, you want to go fast, man, and you're trying to go fast for not a lot of money. That's a 6.2 is how you do that.
But I mean, we're talking the amount of money I'd buy a 6.2 block. I can have my 5.3 for, I think I'll have less than $1,700 in it or $2,000, depending on which pistons I go with.
Yeah.
$800 is what? I got $1,200 left.
Well, after you sell the 5.3, okay.
But then I don't have any spare engine.
Yeah, you got me. You caught me. My logic's just all flawed. So
I'm not saying that, but I also do know that I've seen 4.8s outdo 5.3s.
Okay, I've seen 4. Yeah, because they have a shorter stroke. So
Right.
This is what you do: put a 4.8 crank in a 6.2. Okay.
So it's not all about bore either.
No, it is all about bore. It is definitely about bore. Because the more bore you have, the harder it pulls on the heads. It's always good to have more bore.
What do you mean it pulls more on the head?
Because you have more volume drawing on the heads.
Okay. God, you're caveman thinking. You're the guy. There's no replacement for displacement.
No, there is. It's called boost. But if you have more fucking volume, you can fit more boost in.
Oh God. So here's the deal. Any LS platform, 5.3, 6.0, 6.2, 73,000, whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna have more problems with head gaskets than you'll ever have with bore, crank, rods, pistons, whatever.
Sure.
Your power limit is how long you can keep that head on that motor.
See, Doc, he's proven my point. Because the more fucking displacement you have, that means the more power you're going to make on less boost. God damn it.
Not theoretical.
No, you're right. It isn't theoretical. It's fucking a fact.
No. So, you hear her? She goes, tell Ken to calm down. Damn. I'm getting his blood pressure up. So,
well, I tell you what. You got Barrows is here.
Yeah.
And he's the king of the monster truck with the screw blowers and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. Ask him about the big block Chevy displacement. If it's a 455 or it's a 623, what's going to make more power?
Yeah, sure. Barrows, does displacement mean anything in forced inductions? And when I say anything, I mean in the stock form, not crazy billet block, all that BS. Because that's what we're comparing here. Because I'm using stock parts. Like, there's not a dome piston. It's going to be stock replacement. It'll just be a forged piece, basically. And just because I know my combination worked well.
Okay. You know what? While we're waiting on Barrows to ponder this big question, so the local race car shop got a hold of me the other day. They want to build an LS V4 for a pulling tractor.
It's possible.
Yes, that's what I said. I said it was
Why?
possible. Well, the rules dictate a 4-cylinder, and it has to be so many cubic inches, and that's what the owner of the race car shop wants to build.
So, cut.
So you think the 3-main V4 is going to be more durable than a 4-main 4-cylinder?
Yes, because the crank's shorter. So the shorter the crank, the less.
Okay, so Ken, and just like I mentioned, arrows come with, like Samuel Jackson said, what's in your wallet?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm the cheapest guy on the planet, and yet I still think it's a good idea. So I don't know, but no. Anyway, so yeah, I was kind of put off by the idea myself. I was like, I don't really see the point. Let's just go get you a Honda motor, and make some shit happen. But no. He's stuck on this idea, and he wants me to help out with it. So
He's probably stuck on the fact that the LS head flows good. But here's the deal: it flows good with 8 cylinders. Who says it flows good with 4?
I mean, the port is still going to flow.
A K-cylinder head flows almost as good as an LS head.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, Doc.
Like I said, I pushed him to do the K series. I'm like, let's just do a K series. And he's like, well, it's longer. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, and he's like, I want to do this. I'm like, I mean, we can make it happen. Like I said, we cut it right behind the 3rd main, so you still have your thrust. And we take the crank and we use the back end of the crank. We move it forward, so you still have the flange and shit on the back for the seal. And then we machine you a new seal up front, and I'm like, yeah, we can make it work.
I mean, if he's just trying to be ironic, I get it. But as far as effectiveness, I don't see how that would be any less effective financially, mechanically.
He might as well just get a 4BD Cummins and boost the crap out of a diesel and get.
Hey man, like I said, he's playing within the rules of the class, and I don't know. He wants to be different. So, like I said, the K series, like that would be perfect.
It's made for that.
But he has this LS idea. So, and I like LSs, so I'm game. I'll help.
So I guess we can tell Doc about the person that called me out.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Who called you out?
Was it DRC? What was it?
DRC Racing.
Oh, Mr. Florida?
Mr. Florida.
Okay. He likes to do that. He gets jealous when there are more than 3 people on the live. So
I see you're not as fond of him.
He's all right. I've talked to him before, but he's his own entity.
I know. I can see that.
Like I said, if you talk to him, he's a hell of a nice guy.
I see. I'm the problem. Is
well. Here's the thing. Let him call you out, but he has to come to you to race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's how it works.
You're not dragging the Laguna down to Florida. He can drag his Duster up to.
He said, if
Indiana, yeah.
He said if Wilburn allowed it, he would come race Levi No Names, but he's currently not allowed to come to No Names. So
all I can say is he has to be ready for at least a mid-5.
So, if he's willing to drive all the way to Sikeston, he'll drive to Lower Indiana. It's just as far.
True too. That's kind of true.
You can go to Levi's local track, right?
Yeah, Cleves, Ohio.
Yeah,
40 minutes from here.
Yeah, exactly. Because he would drive up through Atlanta and go up 75 through Knoxville, right into.
Well, honestly,
Kentucky and right
going
there.
to Missouri's probably meeting them halfway. It's a 6-hour drive for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a 10-hour drive for the. Who is it? Damn it! Who's the guys that have the Linko Dart?
Oh,
Delray,
yeah. NSB.
NSB. There you go. I'm horrible with names, so I feel bad. Hey, there's Busted Radio Garage.
But yeah, or come down here to Tennessee and do it in Etheridge.
It's got to be a quarter-mile track.
Then do it on Bowling Green on LS Fest or something, or
Right.
or any Friday when they have Test and Tune up there.
That's I love quarter-mile racing, and that's our local track. So, and that's what big boys play with.
Mm-hmm.
Quarter-mile.
Well, some of us live in the South, and there's 5 8-mile tracks and 1 quarter-mile track.
So this is how I tell everybody: the big boys play in quarter-mile, but we race in 1/8 mile.
Yeah.
So the class that that at my local track that I have to race in is 1/8 mile, but on Test and Tune night, it's free for all. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they print time slips for quarter-mile, so every person is running quarter-mile. Duh.
Oh, they're running them all the way up?
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless it's some diehard, like, real bracket racer. But people like me that like going fast, they're... Yeah,
now, Busted Radio, maybe he has some input here, too, because he's taken his Linda burnout car and he's making it a drag car.
Oh, really?
Opinions on what?
Cool.
Well, maybe he could pipe in, because I just caught part of that video where because he has his Homer, right? The Chrysler burnout car. Mm. And he was saying he's going to convert Linda back to a drag car.
I think it would be cool. Okay, so I'm not a big burnout guy when it comes to real muscle cars. Someone wants to do it to like a Ford. I'm not trying to point you out here, but a Ford Ranger or something, or a Honda Civic, or a van, or a pickup truck, something that's not
a race car
that used to be, or something that's valuable to society.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his car is valuable to society. I hate to say it.
Odd way to put that.
Well, like your typical 5.3 work truck, it's not worth like good money to somebody that wants one, right?
Yeah.
But you take an old B body, yeah.
Yeah, that's like $5,000 for a really nice work truck. That's about as much as you're going to pay for a nice one.
I mean, yeah, but you got to remember, square bodies used to be work trucks, and now look how much
they used to be $500.
Yeah, and C10.
But then the lockdown came and everybody needed a hobby. So pretty soon, in like February, the price of every used car in the world is going to go down about 30%. And
the point is, man, is like, the current generation of youngsters aren't going to give a flying fuck about these old Mopowers, and they're all going to end up getting,
But see, I think, and I may be wrong. Say if I'm wrong. He's got family, right?
Who?
Busted Radio Garage.
Oh, I mean, I would assume.
Wouldn't you want to? This is just the way I look at my car and everything that I own. I want to pass it down to someone that I know will take it and run with it. Whatever they do with it is beyond me. But if you make it a burnout car and you blow a tire and it ruins the quarter panel, that's a lot of money to sink into a quarter panel, right?
I mean, yeah.
So it's hitting the wall at 107 miles an hour.
True.
I guess that's fair. I never thought about it. But you're not supposed to wreck.
You're not supposed to blow the fenders off your car when you do burnouts either, but you do.
Okay, what happened?
That's what burnout contest is. That's what it is. That's why I'm saying.
Look at what happened to Nivlak 57 in that little.
In his little Volvo, yeah.
Right.
Shit happens, man.
Did they have a diaper on that car?
Yes.
Yes, they did, but the rods came out and cut the rear slick.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Because I'm like, man, oil doesn't just get like, it happens. When you're wrecking a car or blowing a car up, it's destructive. But I didn't want to like put hate out. I was just saying, I was trying to come up with a way to make it positive, like, use your safety stuff. Because as soon as I started running 11s in my car, we threw a diaper on it. It's more safety than I can offer in any other way. Like,
right.
If I didn't have one, all the oil would just go right on the rear tire instantly. now there's an extra layer there. So anyway, let's get off that disappointing, disturbing.
Hey, so where's your new masterpiece video at? Like the Christy Lazan? Like where's it at?
So I got I'll even pull it up.
Is it done?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm at
Okay.
17 minutes right now as I sit, and it's not even probably halfway done.
I mean, that's
No,
fine.
okay.
Like,
Just keep it till you're done.
yeah.
Because I got the hands-on version done, or the hands-on side of it done, like
Right.
videoing me talking about it, talking about the situation. But I also have the version of me sitting down, going through all the prices, showing what I've done to mine, what they've got,
Right.
at least what I can tell in the show, what they've done to theirs.
Right.
So I don't know what some device. It says device is not connected. So once he figures it out, we'll add him back. But
Yeah.
hey, Justin, how are you, buddy? Did you ever get the thing? I sent you the thing in the mail. If you don't get it, let me know. Like, I'm not sure when it'll show up, but it should show up someday. I feel like I would have gotten it back already.
I'm looking forward to watching it. And I'll make some notes when I watch it. I'll tell you if I see anything that could be like edited or changed.
There's a
or
lot of
anything.
dead air. So I plan on
if
cutting
you
a lot of
want-
that out.
If you want, I can even take a crack at making an edit of it for you. Like I'll take it and I can like go run through it. Not saying I'm good at it or anything. I'm not saying that at all. But like, two heads are better than one.
But I would love to actually make a sit-down version of it. Like, this is kind of like I don't want to say half-assed, but it kind of is. Like,
Well, we'll do it this way. Put it together in a whatever fashion that you do, and then look down and go, well, this part sucks, and reshoot that part.
there.
That's a good point. That's fair. Yeah.
And then kind of do it like the old man, out in the garage, sit on the stool, and then explain your story to the camera. And take your time. This video doesn't have to be done next week, this week, 2 months from now, whatever. As long as you make it good, is all
That's
that matters. I just throw my crap out there because it's just crap I do in the garage. But this is something that you're pretty passionate about. Take your time. Take your time. Make it good.
Yeah.
Evening, Busted Radio.
And also,
Yeah.
don't worry about how it does either. Like, don't get hung up on that. Like, just let it do what it's gonna do. Well, I know it's hard because I got irritated that my last video didn't do
Good, you.
But, it'll be fine.
Yeah, take your time. There's no rush to finish it.
Well, I think I need lighting. So where it's at versus the sun, like if I open up both doors, it would probably be better for lighting. But
it's
Get you
12
a
degrees
ring light.
outside, you don't want to freeze.
Yeah.
a ring light,
Yeah.
that's not going to ride up that space of.
big ring lights,
It's
Yeah.
It's
And
a,
Amazon Ring Light, you can have it by tomorrow, and they're $30.
but it's a 24-foot trailer, enclosed trailer.
Hey, you were the one talking about lighting. I was just trying to help out, right? So I'm good.
So I have an idea for that.
I mean, you can get these little, battery-powered little studio lights.
Oh God, here we go.
The DRC car is a slow, big tire chassis car. Tell him he needs to put.
And I wouldn't call it slow. I mean, 620s is pretty fast, And like I said, I'm not trying to talk crap. I'm not trying to be anything. 620s is not slow.
Yeah, you're moving. Yeah.
Right. That's not slow. Slow is like 20 seconds, right? And that's the other thing. People's definition of slow is so weird because I've seen people say that 9-second race cars are slow. And I'm like, how is that slow?
Yeah, it's not slow.
Exactly. So that's not slow corked. I mean, that's basically what my car runs.
Also, you're saying it would be fair then?
Oh yeah, I mean, without a doubt.
Well, if he's on a big tire, he goes down to a radial, you know,
A radial?
a 28-10-5 or a radial. What,
I would
you know,
say a radial. You're asking a lot of me. I can barely hook on a slick. But I'm on stock suspension, stock mounting. I hate when people.
right. A radial just hits different. Once you lose traction on a radial, you're done. On a slick, you can get it back, but you know, I think the initial is better on a radial.
Right.
A car like that, if you're not just pounding it with a stick shift.
Hey,
Hey, Blake.
Unite.
And Blake, and actually, Blake's going to be on my Monday night show.
Oh, awesome.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
he kindly accepted an invitation. Given his crew.
You know, you lied. I don't mean that in a bad way, but I've been asking a bunch of people to come on my lives, and I keep on getting told no, and it's like, darn.
I got told no for a year, and just like the last like 3, I was actually get people to say yes. So,
Well, Doc, it's always yes from me. Oh,
yeah, he called. I couldn't hear him, and I, because he called and it was an Iowa number, and I'm like, cool. Then pick it up, and I couldn't hear him, and I'm like, oh, God, it's some telemarketer.
right.
I had to call back. So
Thank you for calling tech support.
yeah,
So that kind of call, right?
yeah. So it's
Hey,
pretty funny. But no, him and he's no. So it's
So
thanks to Blake for showing up.
I was excited for him, and I still am for the was it Bad Pumpkin or what's the Death Pumpkin, right?
Death Pumpkin.
Orange Dart.
Mm-hmm.
That car's cool. I'm excited to see what he does with it. I don't keep up on a lot of people's content, so I feel bad if I say something wrong or if I don't get to keep up with it until.
Well, it's tough to keep up.
Right.
Like I've been working on the Falcon all week, but I'm not going to put block sanding on my channel.
Why not? Dude,
Because there's nothing more boring than watching block sanding than actually doing block sanding.
It's crazy though. People still don't know how to block sand the right way. So
I don't know how to either.
I was gonna say I don't.
you keep the block parallel with what you just go like this.
I can make a 20-foot car, no problem. That's all it's going to be.
Up and down. You don't go up and down. You gotta move it at 45.
I mean,
And the B's and blah. Yeah.
You've seen my red truck in person.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's as good as I can do, and it's not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I suck at body work.
Up until a couple years ago, I wouldn't even attempt it because I have like 10 seconds of patience for standing. Okay, good. Let's go. I was actually able to, I don't know what I was doing with this truck. Maybe I was bored and I needed, so it actually took my little bit of time.
But Cork Tedder's is right.
About the color on that truck before you painted it. That thing was ugly. Oh,
that's why I put that post up. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that color was ugly.
It had that, that 350-ish Chevy. I don't actually know what it is, but it's got pop-up pistons on it. It's got a decent cam. It ran good. It sounded good. It worked, and it was clean under the hood and everything. Nobody wanted this. I couldn't give that truck away. People are like, "I'll give you $800." I'm like, "Fuck you," So, it was so ugly, I had to paint it.
JB's accomplishment for today was getting the washer fixed. So let's all give him a round of applause.
Got the washer.
What did I do today? I cut up a brand new pair of Hooker LS manifolds for the 300. So that was fun.
It sounds horrible.
I'm gonna have a nice turbo manifold though when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you use stock stuff?
Why? Well, I got them for free, so.
I mean, like, I don't know how much I flow better, but I know that I have done some research on that.
Okay, the plan was to use stock stuff, but I asked for them, I got them, so I'm cutting them up. Yeah.
JB says he's got to have clean clothes. I mean, do you though? Because I've been to a lot of places like Walmart and stuff where there's not very many people that take baths or have clean clothes.
I work with a guy like that.
So technically you don't have to, but it's definitely recommended by everybody around you.
Yeah. Take a shower, wash your pants.
Like, you don't have to be clean, right?
Mm.
But yeah, the stock manifolds flow actually really good. If you ever talk to anybody that's done the reversal where they're pointed frontwards
Yeah.
versus headers, it's kind of crazy. They kind of actually flow better than headers, but not by a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, like I said, they're brand new.
And if you're putting on a turbo, it doesn't matter.
pretty much.
I don't know if they're steel or iron. So I hope they weld up okay.
Well, okay, so the easy way to do that is welding 1 inch at a time
Yeah.
and letting it cool, and then welding 1 inch at a time and letting it cool.
Again, that's a patience thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I mean, you could do it the wrong way and it would probably turn out fine, but my
I'm gonna
recommendation.
be honest here. I just need it to run for about 5 minutes so I can.
So you can make a video.
Yeah, so I can make a video.
Look, I did it. All right. When the rods start kicking out, go kill the film.
No,
Kill the film,
rods
cut, cut that film back 20 seconds. Yeah,
the
perfect.
rods aren't kicking out. It's gonna be fine. I hope.
Well, yeah, everybody hopes that an engine stays together, but it's not always the case.
Yeah.
I want to see how much boost you can put to that little Iron Duke before it just shoots its front and rear main seals out of it.
Well, I'm setting it to 15. Like I'm gonna work up to 15.
Yeah, it'll be
but
fine.
the goal-
15 will be fine.
The goal is 15. That's that's only 200 horsepower. So
Yeah. I mean, it's 15 and you're only running at like 14 degrees of timing at 15 pounds of boost. Yeah, it'll run forever.
Harrison Beverly, L.
but that turbo says it's rated for 300 horsepower. So eventually, I am just gonna turn it all the way up and see how much it makes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's trying to say. It's LP/MI.
Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
I don't think I've ever seen this person.
Boot him?
Well, it's not doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to boot him, but
Yeah, as long as just keep an eye on him. As long as he doesn't do anything weird, like he can stay. More like
Harrison,
that.
calm down, sir. Speak in English.
oh no, I think Tall said 30 pounds on a 2.8.
Yeah, I did, and it's gonna happen. Okay, I got a lot of other projects I gotta finish up, and then we'll be on to
30
the.
pounds from what turbo?
And first of all, it's going to be a 3.1. Okay, because 3.1s are bigger and they're cheaper, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay, a 70.
Again, this cubic inch can't stick with a 2.8. It's got to go to a 3.1.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. And I already found one. I found a 3.1. It has aluminum heads. It's already EFI. It's a
Doc?
roller.
Was it like a 3.1 out of a Camaro or something?
I think it was a 3.1 out of like a Buick, right? But it got roller valve train already. Like that's what I'm gonna go with. It's $100,
He's I'm telling you, Doc, he's got the caveman that knows no replacement for displacement mindset. He was telling me earlier.
Boost is a replacement for, but if I'm wanting to go fast and free displacement is readily available with factory parts, that's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Okay.
now come on.
Oh,
Hey,
Jeffrey's
it's
here.
Truax.
Holy shit. Post the link. Get him in here.
Uh-oh. There you go, Truax, if you want. I don't know
No,
if I'd recommend it.
Like I said, the V6 build, it's going to happen. I just
Okay,
need
but-
more money.
Have you seen did you see his community post yet?
Whose?
Jeff's.
Yeah.
Yeah, about the Dragster?
Right. That's cool.
Yeah. It is cool, yeah.
I'm excited. Okay, so I told him at PRI, I have a good friend that ran a front engine dragster with nitro and everything for ages, and I worked with him for a long time. Like pretty much a father to me. So, and he died last year, so I was happy to see that he was going to a dragster. I don't know. I can't remember if he was going to do nitro or not, but it doesn't matter. I like front engine dragsters. Rip 'em.
JB, do you want me to send you a flange so you can make your own turbo log for your Iron Duke? That's a very good post by or that comment that from Justin.
For sure, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah. Boost is just a measurement of restriction.
Exactly.
But like I was saying, 30 pounds from a 78, 75 or like a little itty bitty turbo. That matters.
I'll probably put like a GT35 on it.
Yeah, Barrows, if you take the link, Barrows, pop in here, we'll get, then you have it multiversing on your channel too. We need the folks in Idaho to,
I like that.
I was talking to Mr. Jeff, and he's talking about when he gets it done and getting his license. The licensing procedure is a lot more complicated now.
Oh yeah,
Really?
It's not fun.
It used to be you make 2 passes in front of 3 passes in front of licensed driver. They sign your ticket, you're good. Now you got to do this hit, that hit, this hit, blah blah blah.
Really?
Yeah, they take all the they want you to spend all the money, just in fuel just to get your license.
All about money. I have enough between me, my dad, and my brother. We have a big enough plot of land we could build like a track, but I'd have to win the lottery to make that happen.
Here's the deal. You need to round up a bunch of rich people, get them hammered,
right,
and then have them sign the document for their transfer of funds into the track.
There you go.
I've always said that. That'd be easy.
I figure we only need about a half-mile stretch. Should be enough for a track. And we got that. So if I had the money, man, fuck my neighbors. They can fucking eat dick.
You start off just having a dirt drag track until you.
Right.
I like that idea.
The pavement's what's going to kill you in the lighting and the.
So okay,
I like that. That's not a bad idea, actually.
You guys are you guys familiar with Kentucky Speedway?
Yeah.
That guy talked to us a long time ago about doing a drag strip there.
Yeah.
Because he had people wanting to fly in to the track for NASCAR or stuff like that.
So it needed a runway. Yeah.
And he was going to just put a track in there. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
They get multiple use.
Yeah, when we're having a drag race, the airstrip's closed. All the other times the airstrip's open. Yeah.
Right. A lot of drag strips are like that too. Literally, I don't even know if it was a year later. There was somebody building an airstrip, literally, I would say 3 miles as the crow flies. And he shut the whole project down. Didn't even no further. Didn't even care. I'm like, God damn. I almost cussed, but it really was. It was not a happy moment, but I think someone could still talk him into it. But it would take somebody of.
Oh, this comment I want to talk about. So Barrows makes a good point. So the 3500 is the last of the early gen motors. So they got Gen 1, 2, and 3. The 3500 is a Gen 3.5 they call it, and those heads have raised intakes. They raised them every generation. These are raised really high, but the 3.5 heads will fit.
The 2.8,
if I remember right, they should fit on a 3.1 and a 3.4, 3.1, 3.4, 3100, they should fit if I remember right. It's been a minute. But those heads are aluminum. They flow really well. Those are kind of like the trick for making them little V6s run. I think you need the big bore though. I think you need a 3.4 bore. I don't know. I don't remember.
So
It's been a
when
minute, but
you
them heads are neat. Them heads are neat.
Barrow, so when you say the heads are low weak link, what part of the heads do you mean?
I think he means the flow.
Really, that's the weak link?
But like I said, them Gen 3 heads, they raise the intake ports up. They flow pretty okay.
I'm honestly surprised that it's not head gaskets. Typically, that's like the LS motors. First thing you run into before you have real issues, head gaskets.
MSL multi-layer still, yeah. MLS head gaskets solve a lot of head gasket problems.
Well, like when I say problems, I mean people pushing 1,200-1,500 horse on stock engines.
Well, isn't that why they added an extra head bolt on like
Yeah, there's
I
things
forget
called
what
6-bolt heads or something like that. That's another thing that I don't want to say that I might practice, but there may be a hacked up version of that added to the Laguna at some point.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I don't know how to explain it. It's like I'll be adding to a cast block and to the heads what
That 6-bolt, that little weenie bolt on top.
right. Well, no, it's down on the side of the block.
Oh,
I can weld aluminum. I can't weld cast iron safely for what I want to do there.
you get an aluminum block. Problem solved.
That's what I'm doing. That's what's going in the car. But until I have that issue, I'm not going to do any of that. That's not.
Mm.
It's like trying to solve a problem before you have a problem. There's no reason to.
Fair.
As soon as I start having head gasket problems, where it doesn't matter if I put it on there and the first pass it. But anyway, that should be an interesting one because I've seen a couple people do it and I know it works. But how I'm going to do it, I have no idea.
Hey, Dean's here.
Around here, the 2.8 is a throwaway engine as well, so you can dang near find them for the get them out of my shop price. I love those prices.
Mm. Take it and get it out of here. All right.
Yeah,
Sure.
I need to go pick one up. I got one ready to go pick up. I haven't had the extra cash. Christmas has kind of tapped me out for the month.
Well, you still got children, that's why.
You need to put them into I don't know how old your kids are, but you're gonna have to start making them work for you.
Oh yeah.
If I had them, that's what I would do. They'd be slaves,
I
basically.
think we got laws against that, but
Well, you can't pay them.
I do want to start getting my boy's 7, but I do want to start getting him involved more down at the garage doing stuff. So he likes spending time with his dad. So
You need to take him to No Name. I think he would enjoy that.
I wanted to last year, but his mom was being.
Well, that's a different story. But yeah.
But hopefully this year I'm just gonna steal him and take him with me. So
You can't. You can only control the controllables.
yeah. Don't worry. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would so some of the events I've been to, I wouldn't take my kids to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I had any. Right?
Yeah.
But the No Name Nationals, I feel like is a pretty family friendly event, from what I can tell.
JB's full of it. 'Cause I have a text message I from a month ago where I said I'm getting a 3.1. I already cleared it with him. He's trying to stir shit up. That's what he's trying to do. He's a shit stirrer, man. I'm telling you.
Get the 3.1 and just call it a 2.8.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Who knows? What
Change my mind. I got a 2.8. Yeah.
the only person that's going to know that it's not a 2.8 is you.
Exactly.
But JB being a pot stirrer? What are you talking about? Come on.
Dude, he was on a roll there for a couple months, dude. He did that Rich 220 video. He did the video about Will. And then like
I haven't seen those videos, so now I gotta go see them. I didn't know he did one about Will.
Well, see, look, I watch like all of JB's videos, and my only complaint with his videos is the titles don't tell me what the fuck they're about. So I have to watch the video to find out. That's my only complaint. It would be nice if the title of the video gave me an idea of what it was about, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Dean, I'm always going through technical problems in my head.
That's why I wanted to leave that comment up there. I'm like, I'm not sure what he means, but screw it. There's Turbo World.
Turbo World.
That
Yeah.
dude's great. That dude's great. He's got the energy of like 6 people.
Oh my
Dude.
lord,
Too much energy for me, man.
dude. Wait, me too. Goat, turquoise, white horn.
I asked him to come on one of my Monday lives to talk about his wagon, but I haven't got a response yet. So since he's here, one of these Mondays, I want you to come on my live and only talk about the wagon.
Just the Volvo.
Alright.
Yeah.
About the wagon.
16,000 RPM turbo world. Yep.
Nothing personal at all.
Davey, you couldn't say anything that I would take personal. You're too nice of a guy.
I see now. I want to see the Wills video.
Oh, dude. Yeah, you should, because he was lighting Will ass up. Like it was a good.
Yeah, it was
video.
pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
if he did it after what that one video that he put out, that Will put out about, or
Yeah.
or the live feed, whatever it was,
Yeah.
dude, that guy deserved to be put in the ground.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
That was just wrong with what he said and all the stuff he said. I think every cuss word was, or every word was a cuss word almost. If you went back and counted how many words that weren't that, there wasn't very many. They took it down. The live is not there. I figured
Oh,
I
I
would.
feel so good now because I saved a copy of it.
I was hoping they took it
Did
down.
you save it? Did you save it? You should save it and repost it under his name.
Oh man, I'm double checking to make sure I still have it. I
Because
saved the copy of it.
Because like, if he got away with that many cuss words, I would feel a lot comfortable, like, you know, accidentally throwing a an F-bomb.
Yeah,
or something.
if conversationally, if you throw it out, they don't care. But if,
Yes!
if it's your entire rant for 30 minutes is
Yeah.
everything in the world,
Oh,
then
it
they're
was
gonna blow it
that
up, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have it.
This it was horrible. I'm like, how is he getting away with this? Apparently, he wasn't. Who was this? That was Dying Wheels something, right?
Mr.
Will-
Will's Dying Breed Garage or something like that.
There you go. There's the answer. The invite is still open. Let's talk, asshole.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
remember. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
one of those.
I have part of a live. I might. Shit. Maybe I got rid of the other one.
Good man. I saved Elon Musk Zone, and they removed it after I reviewed Musk saying he wanted to break the humans for good.
What are these? What's this?
Elon Musk is just like a weird character in general. I have nothing wrong or against the man, but he's just a weird character.
That dude is the biggest. What would be the best word for this? Scamming television evangelist of all time.
I can believe that. Right.
Wait, who is?
Elon
Felon.
Musk.
Who?
Yeah,
What?
me. It's me. Don't you know?
Yeah.
I'm the scammiest person in the world. Can't you tell?
Gotcha. No, I never picked up that vibe from you, bud. Anyway, back to what I have the live backed up. So if anybody wants me to post it, I will, because fuck them. That's why.
Open it. Have like your brother or something. Open up just a whole separate YouTube channel with his name on it and repost it.
Oh, that'd
I
be
will.
great.
I
What
will.
I'm saying, if you put it in an editor and then bleeped out every cuss word, how would it sound? That's what I want to know.
Beep, beep, beep.
Here's the thing I have. I have a couple videos privated, but you can get to them if you go to my Facebook group. I have never deleted the video, and I never will. If you say something, you should have the nuts to keep it up. That's the problem I have with Will. That's the problem I have with Tom. That's the problem I have with all them guys. They say shit, and they don't have the nuts to keep it up.
You need to post it and just let them see what he actually is like. I watched that live. I know what he's like. Me and Brooke were both watching that live and going, what on earth is wrong with this guy? Like,
Well,
Just
like,
meds, man. You get off them, and life's weird.
like we weren't talking like what's wrong with him, like, it's wrong to do this. Like, what's mentally wrong with him that he's going this far, Because that's what we're like, no normal human being is going to do that.
yeah, he has
Insecurity?
but it's not. It's an insecurity, but it's an inferiority in how you say that word.
Inferiority.
Thank you. That word, complex. I don't know if it's because of his background or what, but he's really worried about how much money he has, and he's really worried about how many things he has.
He's probably short.
And he's probably-
Little man syndrome.
he's in law enforcement, so he's definitely fucking short, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's really and he thinks that the only way to value is yourself is involved in them things, and it's just kind of sad, really.
But I know a lot of people that are like that, but they're not that bad. I mean, I've never seen somebody go off the hinge like that ever.
He's pretty bad,
especially on live. I don't want to call it television, but technically anybody could watch that.
If you're putting it out on the internet for everybody to see, you should probably try to keep your cool a little bit,
Jeff, embrace my lack of height.
Lack of height, hair.
Well, see, the hair thing just makes you look more like
Steve
smooth,
Jobs,
right?
He pulled it off pretty well.
But you can't really help the height thing. I mean, you could put a wig on, but it's hard to put stilts on and walk normal.
Or really tall wig.
But he's really not that short. And maybe
No, he's not. No.
I mean,
when we were at PRI, I don't feel like I was looking down on him or anything. You know what I mean?
The first No Name I went to, I was surprised how short almost everybody was, except Doc and Jason from Jason's Garage and Rob. But I was like, man,
you're only seeing half of their body.
Way shorter than I thought.
I'm only 6 foot, so that's not tall. I don't think.
You didn't get to talk at No Name. You're too busy.
By crying.
Yeah, you broke. You were pretty bummed, bro.
Yeah, 2 hacks. You're not that short, but I mean, again, what do you consider?
Compared to Ken, I'm short.
Compared to my brother, I'm short. So
yeah, right.
Yeah,
everybody.
Jeff is comparing himself to Ken. So I don't know how tall. I don't remember how tall you are, Ken, but
6'6" on a good day, man.
JB says you 7'6" guys.
Yeah.
Well, God didn't give you in height. He made up for with character, Jeff. You're one heck of a great guy.
Yeah, Jeff.
Well, you got
really
that right.
He really is. You don't get much better than Jeff. He did that post. Yeah, he did that post in that stereo he said he rebuilt. I was like, man, that is a sharp stereo.
But here's my thing. He's got the same problems as you were describing for dying, whatever his name is, Will. So why is he normal and Will's not?
Oh no. Jeff, I no. Like I said, it has to do something with his background. He's from, his parents were from Cuba, right? And I'm sure when his parents came, and I can't speak for him, but I'm sure they had a lot of there's a lot of stuff that you experience in that kind of background that you don't normally experience from other backgrounds. So I'm sure it had a lot of defining moments for his character. Some good and some obviously bad.
But see, that's not a defining factor. That
Well,
will
yeah,
never, you shouldn't-
yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff you witness shouldn't be what you put out to the world. Like I've had, and this is not like this is honestly I can't really brag about this because it's not brag. It's talking down myself basically. But I've had a lot of bad things happen in my life. Things that basically put a wall in front of me for all things in life, almost all.
Right, and we all have, right? We all have.
There's always something in front of your life, but that's not what defines you. It's how you get past it and enjoy life. That's what defines you. Like, if your parents were poor, you don't have to be poor.
Right.
It's going to be harder to do something else, but that doesn't mean you have to be that, right? Now, like being short, there's nothing you're going to do about that.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to join law enforcement, and then you get to boss people around. So,
Well, they could always come down to that one guy that's not afraid to shoot you, though.
That's true.
There's always going to be one crackhead that's not afraid to shoot a short cop. My mom and her family came here under political asylum from Eastern Europe. Bad crap they endured, but it made them stronger. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
and I'm sure it made Will stronger, right? Because he seems like he's doing all right for himself. Like he talks about it a little bit too much, but he's doing okay, right? He could just be a bit fucking nicer.
He just needs a little adjustment on his meds. He'll be fine.
How he loses will be a big factor in how he wins.
That's true, right? You gotta be a good loser. You can't be a sore loser.
Right. If you're a sore loser, you're going to be a sore winner.
Dean brought up Tall John. I haven't seen Tall John in a while. Tall John's Fun Shop. You never talked to Tall John?
I don't feel like I have. You're the only tall person I know.
He's a cool guy. Like, I wish he'd come around more. Because he's a real cool guy. He's a real sharp guy too.
Where does he live? Does he live in Arkansas, or where does he live, Kim? Do you know?
I want to say he either lived in Cali or he just recently moved from Cali. I don't remember.
Because I thought he lived in like West Tennessee, Arkansas, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think he moved from California to he might be in that area. Jed would know. He's buddies with Jed. So yeah, I'm not sure. All I know is I just haven't seen him around, so I don't know what he's up to. He's kind of busy, kind of tall.
Who did you try to invite on your show that said go pound?
Oh, that V6 turbo guy. I'm always talking really good about. There's this one guy that I've shared on my community page a couple times. He only deals with 1.6 Volkswagen diesels, and the guy's really freaking sharp about them. So I asked him to come on, and I haven't got a reply yet. And this other guy, he's about the same size channel as like me and you, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
But he does like a lot of HP tuners stuff. And I was like, hey man, I would love to do a live with you sometime about HP tuners, and I'm trying to figure it out myself, and I got like some some questions that I can't quite find the answers to. So I haven't heard anything from him, so it's like, all right, well, whatever.
JB, if you don't like cats, there's something wrong with you. I like cats and dogs.
I mean, I'm a dog guy. I have a cat, but I'm a dog guy.
I mean, the right cat. There's a lot of cats out there that suck. Majority of them do, but
indirect connection. Oh, okay, that's Jason. Oh, okay.
I forgot his name. That's why I'm like, who's Jason? I'm like, it's him.
Yeah.
I was looking for Jason's garage. I was like, he must be back in
it's
Cabo. Fucking.
That's who I was looking for, Ken. That's what I'm like. Man, he's coming in from
Yeah.
Mexico. That's cool. But,
No, I've invited, last year before I stopped doing the lives, a bunch of people, and all I got was. So
Yeah.
that's why I quit doing them for a while.
Well, I'm gonna do one more live with my buddy who does all the Godzilla stuff.
Yeah, he was a cool
But-
dude.
Yeah, he is a cool dude. But we're gonna do like an actual live focused on the Godzilla stuff, and then I can I'll try to find someone else that has something interesting to talk about.
I don't think I've ever invited anybody on my lives.
My plan is I'm gonna try to talk him into giving Tall Garage a Godzilla to make videos with. So like, fingers crossed.
That's $6,500, Ken.
Yeah, that's why I said give.
Hey, you know what, Ken? Here's a better idea. He could pony up 2 Godzillas with transmissions, and we'll see who can swap them into the Ranger first.
Let's see. Now we're talking. I
And it
love
would
to do
fit.
that.
That's the best thing about it is it would fit, dude. It'd go right where the LS is.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd have to rearrange my steering again, but okay.
Right?
You'd have to
Right.
rearrange that whole engine bay.
No,
No,
dude, they're small blocks. They're not that big.
Okay.
my firewall is back about 4 inches already.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You can see it because I left the dash in.
I'm confused. What is the 7.3 then?
It's a small block.
So, oh my God. What? So,
Just look it up.
well, okay. So, like, I thought it was the Coyote motor. I thought that was what that was.
No.
It's a push rod cam in block, one cam. Dylan, one cam. Push rod motors.
Like if you took a Windsor and then skirted the block and did all the cool stuff to it.
Yeah.
See that thing? Looks
Basically, you took the Windsor platform and put it in an FE block. Kind of.
It looks huge.
It's not though.
It looks huge though.
The heads are big, but
Yeah,
it's not like super deep or anything. Yeah.
God dang. God bless. $6,500. Here's one for $7,000. $12,000. Oh my God.
Hey,
You know it makes 350 horsepower?
they make 430 stock, dude.
What's what this says? Roush 7.3 Godzilla V8 engine, 350 horsepower.
That sounds low.
Here's another one. Roush 7.3 Godzilla V8 gasoline engine, 350 horsepower.
Well, this right here is from Ford. Says it makes
Oh my God.
blah 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 blah. Let's see.
I'm not even like
430 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. 475 foot-pound of torque at 4,000 RPM.
okay. So what are these engines in?
Man, they're in Ford F-250s, Ford F-350s,
Medium duty gas pickups.
Ford Super Duties, and then all the big vans. So I assume the E250s and the E350s.
But they've just come out to production. It's not like they've been in production for.
No, just a handful of years.
They're in
Okay.
production 4 years.
Okay, I'm okay with it then.
Yeah, it's not a Coyote, dude. Like he said that like 3 times every
it's
time
just-
you ask.
I've never seen one, so I have no experience with them at all.
It's a small block Ford, like a 302, 351,
Right,
but deep skirted block and
Right.
really good heads.
right.
That's what it is.
Listen,
Yeah, it's a stroked out 351 Gen 2, if you think of it that way.
I just hope it gains some traction, because
Yeah, well, I mean, they put it in they have to put it in a couple million cars before they become a
right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
a
hoping-
5 year from now motor.
Okay,
yeah, they need to like put it in the F-150 as like a baseline engine, and then put it in 100,000 of them a year for like 20 years, and we'll be good.
Barrows is right. So Barrows, okay. So this is my problem with everything. Everybody, except typically GM's pretty good about it. They don't like production numbers. GM is all about cookie cutter, get it out the door and sell as many units as possible.
Yeah.
Ford is not like that. Mopar,
Yeah, man, they're weird about it, man. I don't understand it.
they would have such a good base. If people knew that their truck engines were good, like an LS, people would buy their trucks because they're not bad looking trucks. Like, but, you know, I don't want to get on that topic.
But no, one of them would be sick in the Ranger, like absolutely disgusting.
And then,
Yeah. I would go full Cletus and put 2 turbos at the hood if I had a
Dude.
Godzilla in there. Yeah.
I think it would be cool. It's not built Ford tough. It's Ford tough to build. Right. They're not worried about the end user. They only worried about the person that buys a truck and does all the service and the maintenance and all this when they have the truck in service. They don't worry about the after fact when people throw them in a junkyard.
Yeah.
Because that's not what they're worried about. They're worried about their customer now.
Right.
Yeah, they sell cars, make money. They don't sell.
But see, they could sell cars just like GM. And I think GM did it on accident, to be honest with
They
you.
did. Yeah.
But still, think about it. A transmission from, what, 1970 that's an engine that was put into production now? My TH400 will bolt up to any LS engine ever.
Right.
Yeah, I give them major props on that.
That's impressive. And I'm not saying it's like Ford could do the same thing. They could make it bolt up to a C6 or, well, no, they can't because they have so many different bell housings and. Oh.
Well, now to be fair, the last 3 Ford V8s all have the same bell housing pattern.
The 4.6, the Coyote, they're all the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's
4.6 Coyote
So
got
the 80 million Crown Vics out there,
right.
you could put a Mustang Trans in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a platform transmission. Is it a
Yeah.
strong transmission though?
Well, they put-
Well, it's what defines strong. A 4L60 is not strong.
Well, I mean, a 4L80 or a 400 turbo can hold 1,200 horsepower in the factory form, basically. So,
So can a C6 that just takes more, it just robs more power.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Okay, let's.
Well, look at it this way. Hey, Andy is putting that whatever that fucking transmission is in Casper, and that truck makes a bunch of power. So if he believes in it, I'm sure that's a decent option, right?
Ford was made at Dodge factories. Okay.
Oh yeah, the Dodge brothers.
Yeah, in the 30s and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, in the 30s, made parts for Ford before they started doing their own cars. Yeah, the 4R100 is what Coke's using,
Mm-hmm.
and
But I'm just saying, as far as this, build all your motors to that platform now, where you can
Yeah.
bolt any transmission up to it that you made as a manufacturer.
hey, for the last 20-ish years, they have been. So, like,
Right.
they're
It's-
trying.
I don't know why they didn't do that from the beginning. I don't know why
Yeah,
they
it's
didn't
too
see
little
that.
too late. It's too little too late, right?
It's not really. I mean, cars are going to be around for
From basically what 65 to 92, the bell housings were all the same.
Yeah.
right. Well, but see now I could still fit that same transmission on an LS.
Now, hey, to keep giving props here, all the Dodge V8s from like 55 to now use the same, except the big blocks, use the same bell housing pattern.
To 900 foot-pounds? Are you actually making 900 foot-pounds? Or are you asking? Because 900 foot-pounds is a lot out of a gas engine in general. Or you mean horsepower? Because literally any TH400 will do 900 foot-pounds. Or horsepower, sorry. Oh, you're making 449 horsepower? What's the weight on the car? That's another thing.
It's a Volvo wagon. It can't be that much.
I mean, it matters. Even if it's like if it's 3,500 pounds.
He's making 449 foot-pounds after tires. He weighs 3,300 pounds.
So 449 horsepower is nothing.
No, he's making 449 foot-pounds
Oh,
after tires.
so the engine's making like 200 horsepower. Most likely.
I have no idea what it's making. He's making 505 horsepower at the tires.
Okay. Literally, almost any transmission should hold that much.
Any good one. Yeah.
I mean, like, people have been doing that to Hondas forever. A 500 horsepower Honda is nothing.
Like, the Honda only has manual transmissions, so.
Fair.
And when I say that, I mean they only have manual transmissions
His
to race it.
T56 is killing me. If you're putting 500 horsepower on a T56 and it's blowing up, the transmission is probably not the problem.
I don't think he's blowing it up, and he's driving the car. I think he just wants an automatic.
Well, if it's an automatic,
Like he doesn't want to shift anymore. I think that's what.
okay. So a good power glide. Again, what's the point of the car? Is it a driver? Is it a race car? Those are the things I need to know.
I think he'd be really happy with a 4L80, but I would put a 4L80 in anything. So.
But that's okay. Daily driver. Okay, so yes, a 4L80 would be a perfect swap option. I didn't know. These are the things you got to know. Like someone said, what transmission would you tell me to put in a car that makes 800 horsepower? What's the point?
You know, this coming from the guy that also doesn't want to do any of the normal things I would tell him to do. But
what? Yours is not normal. That's a different scenario.
Make it my race car, not 4,000 pounds. That's not normal. Okay.
Well, it's not going to be 4,000 pounds. It's going to be 3,900, 30-ish, 3,800 something.
Yeah.
I'm trying, okay? Honestly, we'll see, because instantly I have 100 pounds out of it as soon as I put the motor in, because it's aluminum. And I've seen...
That will be nice. It's 100 pounds off nose. That will be nice.
But I know that's a guaranteed 100. It's a little bit more, but because I've seen them weigh each one of the engines side by side, so I know that it's that much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've not done any other weight reduction, and I'm not saying that there's not weight reduction in the plan. There's just not going to be a lot of cutting it apart.
I would like another 100 pounds off my truck. My truck only weighs 2,600 pounds with me in it. So,
same.
Now you're making me jealous.
if it was 2,500, then it's,
right.
That makes a big difference in that little bit of weight. So,
you still arguing with talk? What? That's a lot. Oh, tall. Huh. I wanted a trans that was good at 90 miles an hour on the freeway, but decent at the track without a lot of skill, drivers, mod, clutch slip.
Yeah, dude.
4L80.
It'll hold all the power with very minimal mods. It has an overdrive. Like,
it's not going to be super cheap, but it's about your only option for good overdrive transmissions that don't cost a lot.
Hey, yeah, Dean has a point, dude. All you gotta do is 270.
All right, Tony.
To get 1,000 pounds out, you need 270.
Okay, Tony, calm down.
Oh, dude, he's all set. He has a GM Volt adapter already, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so the way you can control the 4L80, there's a couple different ways. You can get a stock computer and just feed it some inputs, and it can just be a controller for the transmission. You can get an aftermarket ECU that can do it, like the Terminator X. You can get a standalone controller, which costs too much money, so just use the stock ECU. Or you can be like a cool guy, and you can go to the arcade section on a website and get one of them 4-speed arcade shifters, and you can wire it up to fucking shift with one of them. So that would be pretty cool.
But yeah, he's right. Heavy cars need love too.
Well, Jeff has the heavy car.
He does.
It has to weigh more than yours.
I bet it does. I
How
think it
much
was
does that
40
car weigh, Jeff?
I think it's 4,100. I think, wasn't it?
Gotta be. You still got the, whole operating back seat and everything.
Right. Yeah, it's a street car.
Yeah.
Get in it, drive, go get groceries. I mean,
Mhm.
It's street. The way it drives on the street may not be street friendly, but it's still a street car.
Right.
3 miles to the
We gotta get
gallon, but who cares?
We gotta get Turbo World to become the next No Name National fan. That guy would be a hoot, I'm sure.
Barrows guessed 4,500.
But you'd have to put him up in the tower in the booth with the microphone.
Oh my
dude,
God.
give him the mic.
Oh
let
my
him
God.
do let him do all the announcing for the track.
Yes.
Yo, that would be great.
Hang on. We can fit 543-inch holes in a 2-ax car. Jeez. Here, we can fix this real quick. Just drop a big block crate engine in from GM, spent $10,000, and you're done. Turbo World says he's slow. At
Dude,
what?
Everybody,
If your car is
everybody
slow,
at No Name is slow. We're not there to race. We're there because we got nothing better to do, and we kind of like each other. So, like,
we kind of like each other. That's the
Like
best way I've ever.
I said the other day, I like you guys 90%, like 90% of you guys more than I like the rest of the people in my life. So, like,
I get along with just about anybody. Almost. It's only when you're a bad person that I don't get along with you. Even if you're like an annoying person, I get along with people. Like, people probably think I'm annoying.
no, I don't see it.
But
I too have been known to make an asshole uncomfortable.
see, JD's right. Kind of. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you said kind of
You did.
about what?
Liking the people at No Name Nationals. I said I kind of like everybody better than something.
No, I said I definitely like you guys better than most people in my life, than 90% of the people in my life.
Right. Yeah, I get along with just about anybody. The only person I probably wouldn't get along with is that Dying Will's breed. Like, and that's when you upstage people at the tracks. I don't feel like I upstage anybody. I'm one of the slowest guys there.
Dude,
in the
he
2010
breaks
Pride.
better than anybody else at the track. Like when Levi breaks, like he does it better than anybody.
It is
Wow.
41. See, I knew it was close to that.
That's lighter than I thought it was gonna be.
It's not. But I think. Well, no, because then that adds on the weight. Well, no, it don't have a blower, does it? It's just a tunnel ram, right?
Yeah. Just a ton around.
So, I mean, I can see it. It's not factory suspension either, right? Because I'd say that would add a lot of weight, I think, in the
He
rear.
told me what he did to it, but I can't remember.
Because I think it's got a 4-link, not like a crazy like adjustable, but like a bolt-in kit or something. I've seen under the car, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
12 inches of good rise, just saying. I'll just leave that there.
Hood rise. He meant hood rise.
Oh. Well, I wasn't judging. I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta let it hang.
What year is Jeff's Thunderbird?
68, I believe.
Is it 68?
I think so.
Turbo Lord goes, dang, what car weighs that much? My car and Jeff's car.
Yeah, Jeff's car. It's a Thunderbird, right? It's a 68.
I can say that we've been 990 at 4,200 pounds.
What are you doing? What? That, hey, quit being an asshole.
The cat.
New Dodges. Yeah, that ain't no fucking joke, dude. All them Hellcats and fucking
All the Challengers, they're all big betties. So are all the
weigh like
Mustangs, too.
5,000 pounds.
Well, so the class that I raced in at this streetcar takeover event, they changed the rules in the heavyweight class, which it's 4,200 pounds or more, and you can only add 200 pounds worth of weight. No TH 400. So I'm like, that knocks out half the class except for the stock challengers and the people that are running 12s.
I believe that, Mariners. I believe that.
Well, the thing they were trying to eliminate is the guy that runs 750s in the quarter with a Cadillac CTS-V. Do a crash court diet. Fine. Yeah. Yeah, I can't afford to run with a $120,000 car. But
You know, Levi, Dylan, I have that stroker set up just sitting at my house, man.
yeah. So I'm at the point to where I want, if I can run 8s in this car, I'd want to build another one.
Uh-huh.
And I'd want to do a chassis car. Because to go any faster than that, it honestly requires a chassis car. Like,
Does it?
I mean, I've seen cars do 490s and stuff, but you're talking about almost a full chassis Fox body. So
Yeah.
you're
Get you a Fox body.
no.
Why?
I hate them cars.
Oh my God, you drive a Laguna, like you obviously don't care about what your car looks like.
It's not about what I look like. I just don't want to be the asshole that has a Fox body.
So you're gonna they get a G body and be that guy?
No,
Yeah,
I'm going to be a Laguna guy, and I'm just going to make it light.
Or you're just gonna get a leather Laguna and just gut it, cut the floor out of it, and put a chassis underneath it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm basically
That'd be
going to do
cool.
what all of these guys in small tire are doing, and it's basically cutting the floor out and gutting the entire car and just putting quarters and a roof on a car and calling it whatever that is. So, and that's my problem. I want to keep going faster, but I don't want to do it in this car. It's not worth it.
I mean,
It's 8 and a quarter.
sure it is. It's worth it because you're doing it with something that people don't think can.
But see, then I'm going to run into a lot of chassis problems, and that at that point,
Weren't you just talking about how all of the roadblocks in your way just make you stronger?
yeah. But these are roadblocks that cost lots and lots of money. I'm trying to keep the ones in front of me that don't cost a lot, so that I can tell people, hey, do this because it's $200 or it's $300, and you can go this much faster.
Oh,
If you want to go that fast, just get a rail car.
That's what I'm saying. At what point are you splitting hairs?
yeah.
But I mean, the amount of money I spent on my Laguna, if you put that into a Fox body, you'd probably run the same ET as my car. So, like, it doesn't matter
Wait,
what platform you put
Back
in.
that statement up again and say it again.
So, like, the amount of money that I put in my car,
Right.
if you put it in any other car, it should do the same thing.
You put it in a Fox body. No, that
Right.
Fox body should be way faster than your car.
Again, I'm saying
But it only weighs like 2,700 pounds. If you get a notch, if you get a notchback, it weighs like 2,700, dude.
with like stock.
Like with some like cut the interior, yeah.
No, we're
like
talking
a fully dressed GT hatchback's like 3,100 pounds. So you get a
Right.
notchback and gut it. You're in
So,
the.
I
You're
You
in
get a notchback and gut it, dude. You're like 28. Let's say 28, unless you do some extra lightning, right? But yeah,
Okay,
like
so-
it's gonna be a lot faster, dog.
You're talking 0.6 faster because as soon as you get down into that territory, it's not tenths. 100 pounds is not a tenth.
Yeah, but we're talking like 1,000+ pounds here, dude.
Yeah, that's 3,100 pounds is only 700 pounds.
Well, I was talking about a notchback, but okay.
I mean, because like some of these, the Fox bodies you're probably referring to are people that cut the front of the chassis off and do the tubular stuff and cut the back out and do the upgraded lightweight, what do I call it? 4-link brackets and all that. Then they have infinite adjustability. I hate going down this road because I hate the people that do that. Like, because they're just cookie cutters and it's wrong.
I don't like. No, it's not wrong, man. Like,
So I've had people coming up to me, yeah, I got that white Fox body. Okay, what white one? There's 30 million white ones. Just like Doc, he's got a Red Ranger. I only know 2 guys with Red Rangers in this entire country. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've watched a lot of races. I only know 2 people with 2 Red Rangers. It's you 2.
oh, stop! You're gonna make us blush.
And they're both cool. But if you say, I got a red Fox body,
This guy said, I'm just looking through 9150 notch, weighs 2,600 pounds. Let's see, what do you do to it? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe that is with extensive work. I don't know.
I'm telling you, like, so that's the thing, and it's splitting hairs because what are you comparing it to? My car right now weighs as much as it was fully dressed on the road, and technically it's not fully dressed.
Right.
There's no dash in it. I don't have a passenger seat. I don't have inner fenders, but that's it.
Yeah.
But because I put thick metal in it, it's not really thick. It's 16 gauge for my floors.
That's fine.
I mean, I think from the factory it's 18 gauge, but again, splitting hairs. But that was formed, so there was no tin canning.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, like I think my car from the factory was like 4125, I think, fully dressed, steel wheels and all that garbage. So, yeah, but I like this. I like Burroughs' idea, and I want to say something. I want to preface this with this. I have a friend who has, I think it's 15. I may be wrong on that. Mustang 2s on his property, 5 minutes away from me right now. And I've been trying to talk to him, or talk him into putting an LS in one of those.
Hey Levi, look at this comment I just got on my video. It's in private.
How do I? Oh.
Who posted that?
DRC.
Oh,
Okay. And again, that's a
We
lot
got
of
a
this.
race, man. We got a race.
I'm good with it. Talk to John
Let's make
about
it
it.
happen. Let's make it happen.
Make John okay with it. I'm fine with it. But that's a lot of this and none of this. I'm just saying. Again, if he beats me, he beats me. It is what it is. But like again,
Well, go your ass to that comment and tell him you're fucking in. You'll see him at No Name.
he won't show up. That's the problem.
Well, then you win by default, dude. I don't know what to tell you. But then you win by default.
I don't want to win like that. I want him to show up and actually put up a
Well,
fight.
then tell him to show up.
I'm
You're
currently
talking in circles here, dude. You're talking in circles, okay?
if he shows up, I'll race him, but I'm not. I don't
Tell him
think
Mr.
so.
Will hold your $500 buy-in on both
Then
sides.
go on that video and leave a comment and tell him.
I don't want to get involved in it. Like if he's not willing enough to be a part of the event, I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my time and effort and sanity.
He wants to be a part of the event to race you. What part of this?
Does
Hey,
he? Or
you know what,
doesn't he?
dog? If you scared, I get it. Like it's okay, you know. We all get scared sometimes, you know, and we don't want to do things. I get it. It's cool. Like you don't gotta explain yourself, man. I
Yeah.
understand.
It's not that. It's he didn't come the first year. He didn't come the second year. What makes him? Why would he come the third year?
To race you. So go in the comments and tell him I'll see you there.
He had
Like,
people
I
to
don't
race
know.
at the last one.
Huh?
He had people to race at the last one. He could have
Well,
showed up and beat Redbeard, but he didn't.
I don't know, man. You lit a fire in him. I don't know. Like maybe he thinks you're cute. Fuck if I know. Just go tell him you want
I
to
really
race
don't
him.
want him coming to No Names if he thinks that.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I get compliments from gay guys all the time telling me I look good. Like, I gotta get compliments somewhere.
Hey, as long as they send in a super chat, who cares?
Well, yeah, tell him. Okay, so go over there and tell him to come over here. And
I'm not being the middleman. You're a big boy. Put on your big boy pants and go say, "Hi, DRC. I accept your race. Bring it, dog," and like make it happen.
he knows where I'm at.
Oh my God, you fucking kids! I swear, kids.
He knows where I'm at.
I'm
We're
gonna
live
tell him
right
right
now.
now. I'm like, hey, hop in one of his lives next time you see him.
I'm
No.
going racing anybody. I've said that to everybody. I've lined up with some of the fastest guys in the world. I've lost, but who cares? I know I'll lose.
This Valiant Thor guy, he's hilarious, man.
Hey, did you see his comment earlier? What was it?
Yeah, he was working on the.
I'm eating a succulent roasted quail.
I don't know who they did, but he's just being hilarious, dude.
You guys have a good night. Just remember, Togaros has changed the parameters in his 2.8 build. Amen, brother. Have a good night.
I told him a month ago I didn't change the parameters.
The field of anti-gravity.
Fucking dude.
Let's get the theory right. Who knows if he was there or not? But yeah.
Watching from Los Alamos National Laboratory, isotope
Alamos.
production facility. Have a blessed night. I'm passing through. What's a garbage?
Yeah.
Dude, JB makes a great point. I've never seen Will work on his car, but I have seen him on a live in front of his car talking about how he just worked on it. So
I do that. Anybody can do that. Okay, so I'll preface this. You don't have to video yourself working on the car, but when I don't see any progression on the car, that's the problem. Like if the guy comes on there and goes, yeah, I did this. And then the next week later, he goes, yeah, I did this. And it's not different. You know, there's no proof that he'd done that. Then who cares?
well, that's me. I very rarely show any of my work. I just have it done.
I hate videoing myself doing work because it's boring.
It makes it take longer too.
but it's loud. It's obnoxious. It makes horrible audio for videos. And
I do it just so I can remember what the hell I did.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm doing a time lapse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sitting there letting a video go on for an hour just so you can see that I did something.
That's what editing's for. You chop it out, hour video, you get a minute worth of entertainment.
Right. I guess. I don't know. I'm not one of those people. But the
How many
people
people
that, the people that do work and then stop and video it and then get back to what they were doing, that's impressive. I can't do that. Like, if I'm interrupted into something, my brain goes over here. So.
Dylan, how many people we got in here?
Oh, I'm sorry. 15.
Ellie's story's real. Well, good for him.
How many body shims were on this fender when I took it off? Watch the video.
Yeah.
But see, I'm the kind of guy that I don't care. I'll just throw it on without the shims. I'm stupid.
There we go.
You ever... Okay, Barrows, when you come to the No Name Nationals, look at how bad the body lines are on my car. And then you'll see why I don't video anything. Have a good night, JB. You have every right to be upset. That's what he said about you guys is just wrong. Period.
Yep, 100%.
No reason to be that much of a rude person. Oh God, what did I do?
I don't know. What did you do?
Oh crap! I hovered over something on the bottom of my screen and it made something pop up. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you see the
You froze.
there we go. Did you see the thumbnail I made the other day, Dylan?
I did not.
For the live that we did the other day?
I don't remember it. If I did, I already did, and that trunk lid fit pretty good, Levi. All right. Wait, you checked out my body length? If you did, you need to get glasses because they're not that great. I would say literally any technician in any body shop class, literally in the country, could probably do better.
I don't know, man. I've seen some bad ones in my time.
Well, I guess.
Ooh. Well, gentlemen, I'm going to check out.
I'm almost there. I'm going to take the garbage to the corner.
That's probably a good idea. I should probably go to bed too. I gotta be at work tomorrow.
Ha! I got the week off. Stuck it.
I'll have next week off, but for this week.
I got next week off too. I'm off till the 3rd.
Okay, now quit rubbing it in now.
Nice.
That sounds like a nice one though.
Yeah, I try to save a week because we shut down for like a week and a half, and then I try to always save a week to pile on before that.
Sure. Probably makes it nice for the holidays.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, and then maybe we'll see you tomorrow night.
For sure.
You're doing your thing?
Yeah, I'm doing my thing.
All right.
Uh-oh. Two hacks. I'm headed back to Chicago shopping for more goodies. That's scary.
It's going to Perillo's.
Portillo's, yeah. Hey, there's J-Bo. Good night.
Good night, fellas. Have a good one.
So, yeah. You can deal with the